What's up guys? Summer projects are done. We're back to the indoor projects. The holidays just passed and that's pretty much what I'm dealing with. My shop is an absolute disaster. I made a bunch of wood maps, picture frames for gifts, and now my tools are absolutely everywhere. So I just want to show you, I got some tools over here, some over there, some on the floor, and some even on my table saw. I'm kind of embarrassed to where my workbenches have gotten, but there's nothing I hate more than working on a project for like a week. You come back to the shop and you're like, okay, I'm gonna clean it, I'm gonna put everything away. And so when it comes time to cleaning the shop, you pick everything up, you pick up all your tools and you say, where the hell do I even put my tools? So that's exactly what I want to do in this video. I want to fix that and I want to set up one spot for each and every single one of my tools. And then we'll deal with the batteries and the battery station back there. We're also gonna set up my logo here, probably gonna be backlit. And that's it, so let's get to work. Now, if you remember in my last garage video where we did the walls and the ceiling, I was basically like, please Bambu Lab, please sponsor my video. I love my P2S. Well, they finally did, because this video is sponsored by Bambu Lab. And they sent me their brand new P2S, and I am super stoked. We need a table. Let's build a table. Let's get that 3D printer on here now. This was ridiculously simple to set up. I literally unboxed it, removed 3 screws. It's ready to go.
Now, the easiest way to print 3D models using a Bambu Lab printer is using the Bambu Handy App. You just search whatever you want in there, and a bunch of people have uploaded designs on there. So they really made it super simple to just find a 3D model on your phone and just click prepare to print.
This is kind of what I'm looking for, but I'm not a huge fan of like removing the battery and then putting away the tool. I feel like I might not put away my tools that often because of that. Oh, that's sweet. This is kind of cool, maybe for like at the workbench. Yes, this is amazing. Exactly what I've been looking for. The batteries can stay in the tool, no need to remove the batteries. I don't see the mount for the M12. Let's try it out anyways. I'm gonna select PLA because that's what I have in my machine. Select which printer. I still got my P2S in the other room. So I'm gonna grab and look for drill driver. And I'm just gonna 3D print the drill driver. Confirm. And now you are ready to go. We're gonna come back in 2.5 hours and see how it printed it. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so first impressions, I am very impressed with the print quality. I love my P2S. The P2S is no different. What's the verdict on the model? The Milwaukee logo is a little ridiculous. I don't need 3 screws. I mean, now I'm kind of nitpicking at it, but I don't like the fact that it has this website. It's just clearly made a bit generic, but it's definitely not made to have the belt holder on there. I could just say I'm okay with this and keep printing everything else.
So right around this point, I was having a bit of a mental breakdown. I wanted these mounts to fit my tools perfectly. And you guys know how I am. I'm an OCD, slightly unwell perfectionist when it comes to this stuff. I really didn't want...
I think I'm gonna have to 3D model this.
I really didn't want to model this myself, but that's when it hit me. I actually need to learn Fusion 360. I've been doing just fine with SketchUp for most things, but when it comes to 3D printing, I've officially hit its limits. So I gave myself a challenge. Create a better M12 drill wall mount 3D model in less than 24 hours. Because finally I had a purpose. And so that's exactly what I did. I ended up watching hours of Fusion tutorials. And when I say hours, I mean hours, like hours. I really had a hard time learning Fusion. It's really not like SketchUp or other tools that are kind of simple. And this is pretty much how that whole journey went. I ended up tracing everything on paper and taking notes of the exact measurements that I thought were important. And then I modeled it. And surprisingly, I got to a point where I just hit print. So now the belt clip clears the wall and it clears the mount and it fits perfectly, except for here, you could see there's a bit of movement. So I need to push this little mount bracket more to the right, but all in all, I was really proud of myself.
I'm actually quite happy with how strong it is. I just broke it.
So the problem here is that I didn't modify any of the bamboo slicer settings. So I went back to my design, made a couple of changes and set the walls to 7.
Alright guys, this one allows for that clearance. You guys could either have it on the left side or on the right side. It's got a nice space to the wall. I left like 1-2 millimeters there of play. This right here took me forever to figure out. I'm going to show you guys towards the end of the video how this is going to generate money.
Not physical money, but what I mean by that is I will be generating points. And with those points is how I purchase filament for free.
For my first 3D print, I am very happy with that. I could actually leave it with a 4 amp hour battery. So now you guys see I just switched it. Still fits perfectly.
This version here is the one I thought, wow, I actually understand Fusion now, and I think I did it. This is perfect. And then I saw it bend a tiny little bit. So I made a few more changes, made it even stronger. Made it even stronger. Made it even stronger. 7 walls this time. And I sent that one off to print. So after a very long journey of learning a new software, I can officially say I f***ing love Fusion 360. I genuinely feel like an inventor now. And so now I had my first awesome model that I was super proud of, and I had the itch for creating on Fusion 360.
It ain't going nowhere now.
So what do you think happened next? I went right into the next tool, my impact drill. And lucky for me, this was a super similar build. I just had to change 3 little things, a couple of millimeters there, a couple of millimeters here.
Clicked a few buttons on my keyboard and we were off to the races.
Now, all I had to do was 3D print the rest of the tool mounts from the model we found earlier on the Bambu Handy App. So to be a little more efficient, I also used my P2S. The P2S is still a great printer. It's actually the one I've recommended to my friends all year. But after using the P2S this week, I think I'll start recommending this one instead. Printing wise, it feels the same, but there are 3 big upgrades that really stand out. First, the camera, the time-lapse quality is way better. You can actually see the print clearly in HD in real time. Second, the 5-inch screen, not just because it's bigger, but because of the user experience. If something goes wrong or the printer needs you to do something, it walks you through it step by step, so you don't find yourself clueless or Googling error codes. And the third upgrade is the AI detection feature, which completely surprised me because I had no idea it even existed. But I'm super happy it ended up saving me during an overnight 11-hour print when one of my supports came loose right here. And so the printer stopped in the middle of the night, sent a notification to my phone, and when I woke up, I thought the whole print was ruined.
Oh crap. Oh no, it's still good. This is support material. Resume defect.
But when I checked the screen, I had 3 options. I could skip the defective object, ignore the spaghetti warning and keep printing, or stop the print completely.
I think I'm just gonna stick it with a bit of crazy glue or some sort of tape.
And that's exactly what I did. I was willing to take a chance and to try and save it. So I clicked on ignore the defect and just resume, and it started printing. And you wouldn't even believe it, but I was actually able to save this piece.
Actually saved it. Crazy. The fact that it's not all wasted is quite phenomenal. I mean, look at it. This was supposed to be garbage, like right around here.
That feature alone saved me about 500 grams of filament, and it's honestly pretty impressive.
And so Great, we have 2 saws. Let's keep printing.
Look at that fit. I designed it today. Right on the money.
What's up, guys? So out of all of these 3D printed mounts, I designed and modeled this one for the drill driver, this one for the impact drill, and this one for the M18 18 gauge Brad nailer, and this one for the Sawzall. So if you're wondering how much filament I used in total, 1,600 grams, which is 1.6 kilos, and 1 roll of filament is 1 kilogram, so I used 1.6 rolls. That ends up being like less than 25 bucks. If you're wondering about the color, this is the matte PLA Desert Tan filament. This would have taken the printer 50 hours in total.
And the really cool thing about all this is that you guys get to print my designs for free, and I get points for every time someone prints or likes my designs.
And with those points, I could buy gift cards to Bambu Lab's e-commerce store. And then I order whatever I want. So now let's take all of this and go install the mounts on the wall. This is all customizable. And the nice thing about the OSB wall is that I could just make holes, I could make new holes, I could move these around. It's like my universal hang whatever you want wall. Let's see how that looks. That looks good. So I want this to be my backlit LED logo. There's 3 different ways, actually there's 4 different ways of getting the tool mounts on the wall. The first is the, in my opinion, the worst method of installing these mounts. It's the manual method. So let me show you how that goes. You need your drill. So I'm just gonna use my drill with a drill bit. That looks good. And we're just gonna use some screws. It's not my favorite method. I find it kind of boring and labor intensive. So I'm gonna show you method number 2. Actually, I already showed you guys at the beginning of the video. Method number 2, you just gotta use your pop gun. You gotta make sure you're aiming at the right place. So I want my impact drill to go right around here. So you just go like this. And that's it. I really like this method. And if you watched my other garage renovation video, then you know what this broom does. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Then there is one last method I'm gonna show you, and it's my favorite one. I call it the banging method. Not that kind of banging, silly pervert. This kind of banging. If you just bang once, it turns beige. But if you bang twice, it turns red. And if you bang it 3 times, it turns black. Check it out. And it turns blue if we hit it 4 times. That didn't work. It's not working. Oh, but I know just the thing that's gonna make it work. Let me go get it. And that is by using the AMS 2 Pro. You can do multicolor prints so easily, and the beauty with the AMS 2 Pro is that this one can actually dry your filament now. So yeah, let's keep installing the battery mounts. Let's go. I actually want to add 1 battery here and 1 battery here. And now I want to figure out where I want to put the chargers. I'm not sure if I want them here or here. I think for now I'm just gonna leave it on this side here. I don't know why someone made this, but I 3D printed this, I installed it, and then I was like, wait, I could just use 2 screws, space them out. It even says right here, 4 inches apart or 102 millimeters. And it's way more solid. And now we have to figure out a way to pass this cable through. Should I do it or should I not do it? Should I do it or should I not do it? More work. It would look so nice to just have no cables. I ran out of battery doing my battery thing. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Maybe having them here against the window is good enough. I'm gonna take a break from the tool mounts and I'm just gonna move on to the logo on the wall. The illuminated, backlit, LED, 3D. I think I have kind of an idea. I've watched a lot of tutorials on how I'm gonna do it. I just feel like it's kind of different from everything I've seen. I also want it really big, so I'm gonna have to slice it up in portions and then glue it all together. Let's go to the computer. Sorry, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm gonna put it into Fusion 360 now, and hopefully I get something quick. If not, I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna start tomorrow morning. Wish me luck. Starting to print the back plate. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I did a lot of random stuff to that design just because I want it to be solid, but I mean, honestly, if it fails, that's going to be like, I don't even want to think about it. So I'll see you guys in probably 10 hours and I'll try and complete the top and all the letters. So let's pray that this print, these next 4, 8, 12 prints are successful. See you soon. I thought I had the same filament in both printers, but my P2S had a nicer white actually.
Speaking of white layers, the whole idea here was to make the inside as reflective and bright as possible so the LEDs can really bounce the light back up to the front. Oh, and the reason why I'm sanding the edges here is because they just weren't lining up properly. So I ended up sanding the sides flat and then just crazy glue it all together. I had both printers running at the same time, printing the top faces of the circle. Quick tip, if you're doing something like this, make sure that you slice a small section first and maybe like print it and test fit it before committing to the entire print because, I mean, yeah, just trust me.
Oh no, it just opened up.
And so while I was dealing with this headache, I ran over to a buddy's house to borrow a smooth build plate because I really wanted my letters and my logo to print face down with a super smooth finish.
These little dowels just didn't work out. They ended up breaking, so I just removed them here. I sanded this edge. Let's hope this ends up being good. At least now I know that I could go like this, put crazy glue in the crack. And I mean, now I barely see the seam, which is exactly what my goal was.
I wish I would have thought of this trick earlier on, because this is definitely the way to crazy glue things together.
My only fear now is that none of this works out and it all ends up being terrible. So I really hope that doesn't happen.
It was precisely at this point that I realized that this could terribly go wrong. If I messed up something like I chose 0.8 millimeters for the face and the sides of the letters, but what if the LED light was just maybe too far away from the letters? And so I figured it was time to take out the LEDs I bought and at least test them out. So I bought Cobb LEDs, or COB LEDs, because I saw one video on YouTube and the person had used this, but the right LEDs to use are the S-shape LEDs.
Actually, let's see if I can pass it through here. It's not great. I don't know how much light this will actually be passing, to be honest. I don't even think shining them sideways will work. I really think I'm gonna have to glue them like this, like looking upwards behind the letters. I'm gonna try and assemble this just to get a little preview.
And yeah, I know working on a table saw like this is ridiculous. I hope I'm not the only one. So if you could please do me a favor and leave a comment saying like, dude, you need to build an assembly table next. And maybe throw me some cool ideas, because I think clearly that should be my next build.
Like I feel like maybe I don't have the right type of LEDs.
And this little test is what concluded my decision to not glue my LEDs to the walls of the circle, but instead stick them on the white back and shine upwards towards the white letters, so there's no dark spots. So I traced on the white backing, I kind of drew where the logo was going. I also drew in where all of the letters were going to be, so I could stick the LED strip right behind all of the white parts.
That look freaking cool or what? I'm actually super happy with this.
But the LED installation, I'm not super proud of that part at all. I'm not gonna hide it or pretend I lost the footage, but I don't want you guys copying what I did here. If you're gonna attempt something like this, please buy the S-shaped LEDs I mentioned. These ones are definitely not meant to be kinked and bent like this. And I really did them dirty, so let's find a song that matches the level of sophistication here. Nope, too serious. Way too happy. Yes, this is the song we need. Okay, let's watch me do the best I can with what I got.
Everywhere, I might have to restart it.
So now I'm gonna solder in a switch. I just happen to have this Bluetooth switch, so that's what I'll be using.
I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I'm just gonna take the easy way out and call it a night. Shall we? Hup! Finally, I'm very happy with everything. You guys have a good night. Hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 100,000. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Have a good night.